Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for basically the energies over now, the next few days, whatever spirit wants to bring through, really. We're in on Friday already. We're obviously closing another week off. We're already in Libra season. Things are moving very quickly. I don't know if anyone else has picked up on that yet. The energy is definitely shifting. I hope you guys are all doing well. The one person that's in here, hi. Hope you're doing well. So let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, we've got a couple of different bits and pieces on in October. Let's pull some cards already. I'm going to jump straight in. We've got Mercury, open communication here. We've actually got Mercury going into shadow period on the 1st. Going to go into retrograde on the 13th. It means there could be possible communication issues. Don't forget, Mercury retrograde usually talks about communication, but also technology, travel. So this energy at the moment is coming through. We've also got 2 full moons in October. The first is going to be a corn harvest moon on the 1st, which is about reaping rewards, and a closure of the whole year and bringing in basically the rewards of your efforts, basically. That's going to be in Aries. Usually it's very rare to have an Aries full moon on a harvest corn moon. It's usually very, very rare to see that. But the interesting part is the second full moon is actually going to be on Halloween, the 31st of October in Taurus. This whole month, I've just recorded 2 readings for October already, and the energy was insane. I got to the point where I actually started laughing because I was like, this is a bit ridiculous. This is a bit ridiculous. So yeah. So anyway, Mercury retrograde should be fun. That's going to be on the 13th of October. Don't forget, we've got Saturn going direct on the 29th. Thank you for the like, whoever you are. So I'm using the, what deck is this? The Keepers of the Light deck. I'm using the Keepers of the Light deck to see, because I know there's messages in here, you see. So right, let's pull some messages. There's only 2 people in here. Usually I wait, but I've started pulling cards early. Let's have a look. Right, let's see. Paul the Venetian. Honestly, I keep laughing all the readings today. If anyone is here and you're Taurus and you're going to be watching the Taurus reading, I'm laughing from about 20 minutes in because the energy just, I don't know what it is. It's just making me laugh. And like, you know, I said it's this full moon, but there's such a big shift coming. And I remember last time when we were talking about this mirror in the last live, and we were talking about how the energy is going to really speed up in the next couple of months. It's going to hit sort of the end of October, going into Scorpio season into November. Oh my goodness! If this is the first half of October that I've just looked into, November is going to be interesting. So we've got Paul the Venetian experiencing grace. Oh my Lord. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Okay, so again, a really big shift. Thank you for your 2 likes and 1 person watching. I'm not sure what's going on there. So grace, what is grace? Grace is that kind of surrender energy, isn't it? Grace is usually kind of being in that flow. This is about giving and a non-expectation of a return, because there's, again, can you see the rose? We've spoken about the rose quite a lot, and it's like when the rose is ready, the rose is plucked. When the rose is grown to a certain point, the rose is plucked. But also the position is the higher heart center, which is, you know, between the throat chakra and heart chakra, which is about unconditional love. So Libra is very much about partnerships. We're in Libra season at the moment. And this is about that recalibration of giving and receiving. So this at the moment, let's say, for example, you've been very giving for this year. Again, there'll be this kind of energy of you'll be receiving, essentially. But there's also heart awakenings. There's this really strong, like, emotional heart energy going on. I don't know why, but I keep laughing at it, and it just Gigi, hi, happy, I can't read your comment. Hi, happy Friday. Mia, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, don't worry, guys. First part is just me blabbering on about Mercury in retrograde. I hope you're all doing well. Guys, October, the first part of October, I've done 2 recordings already. The energy is insane. I actually started laughing. If you didn't hear the first part, I was actually giggling from Taurus reading. So if anyone's going to be watching a Taurus reading, you're going to see me. I'm going to start laughing at one point. If you're watching Aries reading, it's insane. The whole reading is like, the energy is, who's been asking for this energy to move? Who's been asking for this energy to move? Because it is like bam, bam. It's not non-stop from where I was looking. Hi, Joanna, Tina. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. Guys, I'm telling you, you need to let me know when this movement happens, because it's not just going to be Aries and Taurus. I can already feel it. We were talking about this before. There's a lot of shifts. And this new moon on the 1st, and then the second new moon on the 31st is like sandwiched in between all kinds of things. Look what cards I've just pulled out. Radha, Soul Flame. Oh, the Soul Flame is lit. And I don't mean that in the sense of the slang. I mean you can apply it to that. I sound like a geek now, but whatever. I'm talking about, there's something about Libra season. Maybe you've already put your finger on it and it's tangible, but it's like there's a liberation. There you go. That's, thank goodness they've given me one word without giving me 100 and then me slowly going around the point. Oh, is it your dad's birthday? Is it Mia? Bless you. Oh, bless him. I hope he's doing well. Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be well, there is already a shift. I don't know if you've already felt it, but I definitely have. It's going to be, I mean, and yes, Joanna, I'm thinking of you as well. I know you're already thinking about this. Yes, I'm thinking of you. Maybe you're sitting there laughing, going, oh my goodness, she said, yes, I'm already thinking of you. With the dates and everything, I'm 100%, yes, I'm thinking of that. We've got hope, love, and acceptance. These cards are stunning. Look at that lotus again. Can you see we've got a lot of the blooming around that kind of unconditional heart center there. There is some movement, guys. Those of you who sat listening to my voice for all the months that we've been sat talking about this, and we've been asking, when is the shift? What, this now? It's here. Joanna, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. But this is the thing, bless you. Whatever you're doing, keep going. Whatever you're doing, keep going. Yeah, that popped into my head. Just liberation. It's going to be, I keep hearing the word comfortable, where there's no, you're not going to be guessing. You're not going to have to guess. Oh my good. Oh, stop. No, now I'm saying, oh my goodness, stop. Look at this. Krishna devotion. Now, just FYI, and I'm going to check the book in a minute. Isn't Krishna and Radha, aren't they twin flames? Aren't they twin flames? Let me just double check this here before I start getting super excited. Oh, they said to me, they said, no, Jale, you use this deck. Because in this deck, I bought this deck ages ago, but this has twin flames, but they're like ascended masters. And I'm fairly sure, I've got the wrong book. That's always useful. I'm fairly sure this Krishna and Radha, now someone may be able to fill me in. Gigi, I know, right? I know, finally, yeah. Finally. I keep getting that song, finally it happening to me. That's what's playing in my head at the moment. Oh, yeah. Twin flame is Radha. Yep. These guys have come out twin flame wise. It says, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony and healing and devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And actually in this card, she's picking the lotus. And as you can see, the lotus has been given hope, love, and acceptance. There's an offering. There's an offering. And yes, there's movement, guys. There is movement. You can all relax. You can all put your feet up, enjoy your life. And underneath the bottom of the deck, what do we see? The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Yeah, Joanna, I'm telling you, if you cannot already feel this energy, wait until, I'm telling you, wait until the 29th. Because I'll be really honest with you, Aries reading, it was insane in terms of the fire. Because don't forget, the full moon's going to be in Aries. The full moon's going to be in Aries. The energy was actually insane. And I was like, and it was very heated energy. And I feel, okay, yeah, I'm reading Aries, but this I feel was a bit of the collective as well. People are going to be going, okay, do you know, you hear stories of people that have been diagnosed with something and they're like, look, I don't have the time for this. I'm just going to do my bucket list. I'm going to do all the things I want to do because I feel like I might be running out of time. It's like they've reevaluated everything over the last X amount of months and they've gone, this was not what I was wanting. I think I need to look at more in my life. Let me go for that now. So all the people that have been sat waiting, wondering, waiting, thinking, the time will be then. The time will be now, you know. It will be a very definitive movement. So, and it's going to be, I'm going to be real honest with you, you're probably going to see random acts as well that or like even on the news, you'll be like random acts of like devotion or spontaneity or balance. It will just release the whole. And I'll be really honest with you, I know I've been talking about this full moon for a while, but now I've looked because do you remember when I said I'm going to wait as long as I can to record the October readings? I'm glad I did, because it was like the energy was like compressed. Because usually when I tap into it a little bit early, it's still making its mind up, and although it was a little bit like that, it was like a live wire. It was like me tapping into like a firework. I was like, okay, because it wasn't just Aries. It was like a feel to. It felt like the whole collective had a little bit of that Aries energy, and I was like, whoa. So people are going to be really moving. Those people you've been waiting to make moves or to make decisions, 1000% you're gonna see something here. Again, expect miracles. This 100% is backing up what I saw. Now, can you see the bird? It's got a sun around its head. It feels like illumination, and the bird is about communication as well. It's about that winged messenger. Also, angels are winged messengers as well, and it's diving into the cup, the Ace of Cups, that love. I've been laughing all morning, so yes, there's a shift. My ears keep ringing too. Do you have Taurus in your chart? Because I was sat killing myself, like literally laughing at the Taurus reading. I just halfway through started bursting out laughing. I was like, "Is okay?" It was the energy. It was like, it was just ridiculous energy. I just laughed. I was like, but I don't know if you got Taurus in your chart, but yeah, that was an interesting one. Right, let's go to angel power. Libra North Node, Aries on the South. But do you have Taurus? Because this was a Taurus reading that I was doing it for. If you've got a Aries on the South Node, if that's anywhere near your moon, good luck. Good luck. Good luck for this full moon. Right, let's have a look. Right, let's see. What is the message, please, Spirit? Yeah. Well, my progressed moon is in Aries, so I'm just going to like lock myself in a padded room. Because I'm like, no, I've got Scorpio moon as it is. We don't need any more fire. We don't need any more fire in my chart. They've already topped me up with enough fire to last me a lifetime, which is probably a good thing, but okay. Wow. Okay, Here we go. Buckle up. But oh, by the way, this is literally the lightning bolt is landing here. That lightning bolt that has been like moving and shifting, and where's it going to land? Where's it going to hit? What's it going to do? This is it. This is the new. In my opinion, this full moon is the lightning bolt, because it is literally it's moving everything. It's like the whole of the energy is shifted. New beginnings. New beginnings. I feel like people have been sat waiting for this as well. Something new begins today. Embrace the possibilities. Right, and then get this. Hidden treasures. Bring your creative ideas and hidden talents to life. Present your gifts to the world. Okay, this is me getting dragged because they want me to write. We know that. So that's number one. This is what they're referring to. But we're also talking here about, I don't know why, but I'm seeing jewelry. Is someone making jewelry here or something? Someone doing something with design or business, making like jewelry or something. And then they're saying time out, take time for a break. This is, again, they're just saying make sure. It's like between now and the 1st, take some time. Just take some time, because again, there's going to be a movement here, and you want to be fresh, you know, fresh faced, let's say. Can you see here that says the time out? And then you've got the Ace of Swords sort of lying in the water with her, with about 1 million lotus flowers. So the sword of truth is being revealed. That shift, that clarity, that movement is about to come forward. So we've definitely got a shift here, guys. And again, some of you have felt it. Maybe some of you will be feeling it over the next couple of days. But it's definitely here, because I'm already feeling it. And they usually fill me in a little bit earlier so that I can usually fill other people in. Usually, not always, because you know that would be a bit weird if it was always like that. But where do I want to go here? I want to go to the famous. I want to go to this deck now, right? So, Spirit, what's the message? What is the message here? What is the message? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to just fill you in. Right. Hands up if you feel like you've climbed a mountain in the last, I want to say 9 months, but it could even be 18 months. We've got the mountain, right? We've got the mountain. It landed on time out. It's like you're here. You've got it. You've done it. This is it. This is it. This is the time before everything starts moving. Yeah, relatable. Relatable. Everyone, hands up with feet, everything. Relatable. This is the time before the shift now to just sit and take it all in. Because sometimes when you get the blessing, it's like everyone gets all excited. Everything is shifting and you're so carried away. You forget the moments before it happens, right? We're all putting our hands up. Take it in. Breathe it in. Like this is the part that, you know, again, it's before the shift. So to know that this is about to happen, it's like a blessing, because it's like it's a precursor to the success. You know, it's like enjoy this part, you know, it's important to do that. And you know, it's interesting because Aries reading, this is being mentioned in it, but we've got the box of tricks, the reveal, the listener. Let me know when it comes back on, guys, because I've got my internet off on my phone as well. What time is it? We're only 20 minutes in. Is it back? Wow. Okay, so it mentions the one landed on expect miracles. So expect miracles. Like I said, there's a big reveal, shifts, revelations. new beginning and a break. This is the break part. We're on a break here. This is the break. So I want to jump into the tarot. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot here. Let's jump in and find out what Spirit have to say about this message. I don't know why I want to say this, but I'm hearing relive your youth. I don't know if people are reminiscing, if there's a nostalgic energy. Maybe you're looking through old pictures, old I don't know, photos or something, songs. There's something about that energy. Maybe that will resonate with some of you. It's like you're going down memory lane here. Maybe it could be that you're going to do that after this feed. It's like you're going to sort of look back. But yeah, definitely the hardest part of whatever you were waiting to sort of produce, you know, manifest is over. But let's have a look. What is the message, please, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah, look at this. Four of Swords again. A break to catch your breath. Can you see she's holding that sword, that Ace of Swords, which is that clarity, that success. And then the Three of Swords that are lined up. It's like the struggle, the heartache, the kind of, because I feel like a lot of you guys have, this hasn't been easy. Who, hands up if, that was going to be like literally every question. Hands up if, take some time out. Even if it, I mean, maybe that's all you've been doing, and maybe, I don't know what your day-to-day is every day, but again, this harvest, this kind of release, this reveal, enjoy it. It's here. Oh my goodness, look what came out. The Empress with her holy crown and her wand with the rabbit. Someone's on fire here because we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. This is like someone is manifesting a lot. If you've been trying to manifest money, I mean, you're doing a good job, because I think it's on its way. I'm going to be really honest with you. If you've been, because everyone's going to be different here. If it could be a relationship, it could be money. I'm just hearing improvement in finances. And can you see she's walking through like a threshold? This is very much like rebirth, because the Empress is about a birthing. And again, we've just had the Jewish New Year as well, haven't we? So there's a lot of new energy. You've been manifesting and it's coming through. There's a definite strong manifestation energy here. Wow, guys. It's like you've put, I don't know if you've been splitting your time. Someone's really, I mean, whoever this energy is, fair play. Someone's put their energy and time into like cultivating themselves, manifesting money, bringing a relationship in, making a new beginning with a relationship. It's like they're juggling. Whoever this is for, you're juggling a lot. It's like you've probably got children as well. Like children, money, your work, your career, what you want to manifest in your love life. It's like you're bringing all of this together and through. And it's been hard graft, because the Eight of Pentacles, this is usually where the focus is. With that mountain, it's like there's, yeah, look at the bottom, look, Ten of Wands, hard work. Hard work. Whatever you've been working on is about I think you're going to sit here and be like, nah. Yes. Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. It's here. It's here. Six of Swords. So again, this is a bit of a calm now. It's like you're moving past that struggle. Yeah. So we've got the 8 of Wands, but it's come out in the reverse, and it landed on the timeout card. So if you've been trying to if you're in a very fast pace, maybe you're not at the moment, but maybe it's this shift is going to really propel you to kind of want to be in a fast pace. Don't forget to balance that with rest, because there's just saying don't burn yourself out, you know, because again, if some of you are in this mission, because I feel like some of you are like so driven and you're like target orientated that you're overshooting. I mean, I'm definitely one of those people. I overshoot all the time. I'm literally, every time I do something, I'm like, oh, just calm down. Spirit of Light, just again, if you're doing all of that, make sure you're also having rest, because there's a lot of movement coming up the next 3 months. Again, underneath that bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor, which we know, divine masculine energy. Well, where are you going? We've got the 2 of Swords here. What is that for? Let's have a look. Interesting. Someone's a little bit in their head here. We've got the Queen of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're not trusting something. You're not going to trust something when it comes through. There could be a balanced offer coming with the 6 of Pentacles. I don't know if you're going to believe it. And I think with all the prior cards, it's like the Spirit is saying, no, this is legit. But I think when it comes through, you're going to be like, I don't believe it. And I know at least one of you at the moment is like, yeah, that's me. And I'm in agreement. Just watch the reaction that you're not, because I feel like there's a bit of concern here. When this energy comes through, you're going to be like, it's a trick. It can't be here. This is no way it can be here. I don't believe you. And Spirit is saying, okay, but just if you're going to do that, don't, because look, there's a lot of Swords cards here, which is mental, right? Because again, we want to balance this energy into the heart center as well, because someone's overthinking this a little bit, and I get it. I mean, Tina, it could be you, but there's someone else I'm thinking of as well, like that. I'm fairly sure that you're sat here thinking, no, it's definitely not me. But the balance had to be just right. So whatever energy you're in right now, you've hit a balance. It is 100% a test. Yeah, it is 100% a test. Just make sure you're not I mean, look, obviously use discernment. We're not just going to walk blindly, you know, with a blindfold around our heads as if, you know, this is all kind of a joke. Obviously use discernment, but if you think rather than feeling it out, then just be advised, because someone's in defense warrior mode, and it's like someone's in warrior mode and they're worried that it's not legit. Okay, and Spirit is saying fine, but because this is the thing, I feel like whoever this is for, and it could just be a collective of you, I feel like it may be a few of you, you're so focused on what you want to get to, you've guarded like this heart, and now that this is here, it's like you have to start being a bit more discerning of what you're defending over and what isn't being defended over. This person could have been in and out of your life. This situation could have been very up and down. There could have been very inconsistent, very fluctuating energy. This is possibly someone that's been around you before. They're saying yes. You don't believe them. You don't trust them. You don't trust this person. This is an issue, because and again, I'm not saying like just random doo-doo boy, you know, not just trusting that person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if they're giving you red flags, then follow the red flags. But if there's something saying to you that maybe you should try and like open your mind and listen to what they've got to say, then do that. But just make sure you're not throwing yourself totally, and just use discernment, and you'll know when it's not an offer. You'll know. You'll know when it's not the right offer, but just don't be too guarded with it first of all until you hear them out, you know, because I feel like before they've even spoken, you're just like, no. Yeah, look, because we've got strength and temperance, so it's like someone's been so strong for so long that there's a spiritual emotional balance here that's taking place, but you're holding on, and it's like, because you feel like you've got more journey. And so you're not releasing, you're not just surrendering. And because you're not surrendering, that's why you're in warrior mode, you're in Queen of Swords mode, where you want to just kind of cut and ask questions later. You know what I mean? Just be aware that just be careful with that energy, because we don't want to self-sabotage. There needs to be healing. There definitely has to be healing. Well, they don't, you know, it's up to you. If you feel like you're not going to do that, then that's your choice. But someone's being offered something that immediately is regarded in the wrong sense, and the reason this person's regarding it as a possible dud offer is because they need healing, because they haven't, again, this is like that shadow element coming up. Be wary of that. Look, disappointment, 5 of Cups. They're so focused on the past. This is a focus on the past. Someone's focused. So it could be that whoever this is for, you're focusing on the past as opposed to the future. You're focusing a lot on the past, and the future, it hasn't got a chance until you release the past. Right, let's see, what is the message? The 5 of Cups come out twice. How funny. I see what you're trying to say now. Someone viewed a connection as their person, but it was an illusion. It was an illusion, and that illusion is shattering, and now they're like, what the heck have I done? And so now there's another opportunity, but now they're doubting it. They're doubting it. Someone's stuck in an illusion, and they're doubting absolutely everything. They're lying to themselves because they're trying to protect themselves, and they're in a very defensive energy. This could be your person, this could be you. They need emotional healing. This is a spiritual healing. Whoever this is doesn't trust what this, you just don't trust. You're not trusting. This needs time. Yeah. And this is interesting because we've got the Devil in the reverse. So okay, let's say, for example, are you happy single at the moment? For those of you who are single watching this, are you happy single? Let's say, for example, you're watching this to sort of find out about, you know, your person. Are you happy single? If the answer is no, another person's not going to make you happy. You have to be happy, because otherwise you get 2 half people in a relationship that creates a codependent relationship, and then it doesn't tend to work. This person, whoever it is, has possibly been in a situation where they thought someone was their person. The illusion's crumbling. They've had an offer. They're very defensive about this offer. They think there's some kind of trickery to it. But the real reason behind all this is because they're nursing a wounded heart, because they're coming out of a shadow element that they haven't shifted, which was based on codependent energy. So the viewpoint that they had of the person that they originally thought was the one was never the one. It was illusion. It was all codependency. So the whole world is coming down around them, and now they're sat here going, I don't know what's real anymore. But it's because of their own feelings that is shifting. And they're starting to see the truth within themselves and also the external environment. So there's so many polarized kind of feelings. It's like, now, hands up. Now, to be honest with you, I've been in a good mood. Not that that's going to help anyone, but I don't know why I said that. But for some of you, I don't know what. See, look, I'm laughing again now. This is getting ridiculous. I feel giddy, and I don't know what this energy is. Obviously, it's a good thing if I'm feeling giddy. But anyway, some of you, did you hear that knocking? Some of you, it's like now this is not going to be for everyone, but if you're in that energy where you're struggling to kind of get a handle on your emotions, it's because you're shedding layers of this illusion. You're having, it's like an awakening. It's like your reality of what you relied on is breaking away, and the truth is being revealed. That's another thing I picked up on actually when I was recording these Libra, the October readings. The truth, this full moon in Aries. I'm telling you now, this is going to be really interesting. If you know people that never, you get people sometimes that just don't want to admit how they feel, or they're in a denial, or there's so many illusions around them that they don't, they're in it, they're muggles. Okay, they're not particularly awake, right? I know none of us are fully awakened. Obviously, we wouldn't be here otherwise. But I'm talking about those people that are really not awake. You watch for the general collective this full moon, what is going to happen, because you're going to get, I've already seen it. I've already had someone who was the biggest skeptic on the planet. Literally, I saw their status telling me that their mum, who passed away recently, contacted them through the television, and I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do you mean? Yeah, this is insane. I'm like, yeah, but I deal with this for 12 years. This is like normal for me. And they're like, yeah, but it's not normal for me. I'm like, I mean, look, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, this is welcome to the real world. This is, you're in the veil. Now, don't forget, between now and the 31st of October, which is Halloween, the veil is very thin, okay? The veil is very thin. So from the autumn equinox of 22nd, and you even saw it with that ghost recording, up until the 31st is usually when the veil between the living and the dead is very thin, which means the spirit world can come through very, very easily. Now, if that's the case, the truth can also come through easily as well, which means this new full moon is going to have, and this is what all this new beginning is, and this is why people are going to be rushing forward, because they're going to get, there's epiphanies all over the place. So all these people that have been in these kind of codependent relationships that they didn't understand, or there was illusions, or these are karmic relationships, I'm thinking, it's like the layers of truth are being, it's like they're being born again. Okay, now obviously for the people that are working very hard and that were climbing that mountain, there's a leveling up on all levels, from you to the muggles. But the muggles, it sounds awful the way I'm saying that now, but for those that are not particularly aware of the spirit world, or maybe haven't even looked at intuition or anything, you wait. I'm telling you now, this is already happening, but just pay attention. You'll see it on social media. People are going to be like, oh my goodness, I saw a sign, 6, like 1111, and I read it, and I'm like, you're welcome to my life. That's all I look at, and I see clocks and I see numbers, and then it's like a message every time. People that are used to following the synchronicities and sign, it's going to be everywhere. So because they're trying to lead you into truth. This is like the time of, again, expect miracles. It's because the truth is opening up for everyone. Again, Saturn going direct, that timing, that karma, Chronos, the Lord of Time. Okay, the time obviously doesn't exist up there. So if the veil's thin and there's no time, I mean, essentially you're in the 5th dimension, then, aren't you? Because if there's no time, you're essentially transitioning out of the 3rd and 4th dimension. So with that, it comes a more kind of cohesive energy, where you're not in a polarized state anymore. You're existing, which is why they're saying rest, because again, I think sleep patterns, like for example on the 24th, how many people's sleep pattern was affected on the 24th last night? Was your sleep, did you remember what I said about the meteor? Did anyone have a really just sort of up and down sleep pattern last night? Page of Pentacles, King of Cups. An offer again. So it could be that someone's offered you something, maybe they weren't ready, now someone's coming back, but there's an offer here with a closure or an ending. So someone's closing something and then offering something else to someone. Wow. I woke up twice, once automatically and once by my puppy. Oh, Gigi, have you got a puppy? What puppy is it? He or she? I really want a dog so badly. Yeah, the energy was, I mean, there was actually 3 meteors. The one that was actually very close really disrupted sleep, but there was a lot of Schumann activity. I think we've also got a couple of solar flares going on as well, which always, if you've got fire signs, that always tends to like you know, really spark a lot of energy there. There's definitely a heating up going on with all these kind of energies. Cutting to the truth, sleep has been interrupted almost all week. Okay, that makes sense. Upgrades. If your sleep's being interrupted, I think you're probably gonna again try and see what you can do. But the sleep's really important. The resting is going to be really important because again, if we're moving very quickly now and the sleep's been interrupted. Oh, her name's Mia and she's a Chihuahua Terrier, £9. That's so cute. She's so cute. Same here. Yeah. This is upgrades. This is like a scent. Again, can you hear the train beeping? There's basically light code upgrades, I'm being told. I don't know why, but I'm seeing the Merkaba. Did anyone try the Steve Noble meditation, which was on the autumn equinox? Did anyone try that? Did anyone actually manage to do that? I don't know why, but I'm seeing the Merkaba, but it's like I don't know what even this shape is. This is about, I don't know how many facets it's got to it, but there's a dove in the middle of it. What is it you're trying to show me here? Hang on, let me get my deck, my Metatron deck. Shout out Amanda Ellis. What is this? Okay, anyone from the UK remember Crystal Maze? I bet you no one's watching from the UK now. Do you remember the Crystal Maze little things you could get in the key rings and it had all those facets on it? It looks like that, but there's a dove in the middle of it. I think this is okay. I don't know if I'm feeling these cards. It's not really telling me what I was. Wow. Okay. Well, this definitely is telling me what I was thinking. Look, Metatron's Rainbow Bridge. Wow. It says always open. That's interesting. Okay, this is the easiest way I can explain this. Right. Okay, now how to explain this in the most succinct manner. So usually, the reality we're in at the moment, it's very difficult to move this reality into a different vibration. There's a cap in every kind of layer or dimension. So 20 years ago, there would have been a cap of how many dimensions that people could get to, in my opinion, right? Whatever's going on here, there's an expansion that is more accessible than it has been before. So for example, I don't know if anyone's tried this, but have you ever tried to get to like the 9th dimension? Any of you astral travelers in here? Who astral travels? Who is an astral traveler in the chat? Anyone? Like usually, I don't know if you've witnessed this, but you know, usually if you're trying to meditate and get to like a higher dimension, it's very difficult to do that because the concept of it is very difficult because your brain, your ego kind of gets in the way. Because again, it's not a natural state for you to be in. And it looks like, does anyone know the Escher paintings where there's all upside down staircases and stuff? When I did that, when I went once, I was like, is this a joke? I was trying to get information, but this is just, I feel like I'm in the Labyrinth film, the 1980s Labyrinth film here. So, I mean, this here is a higher dimension open. So with the veil being thin, it's basically saying this is an easy access. But because the veil is thin and the kind of this energy is open, this is why we can expect miracles. Metatron Rainbow Bridge always open. It feels like that. It just feels like the planet's being flooded with, yeah, look, this is, again, it's dimensional gateway. An invitation. So if you're getting interrupted, there's a reason for that. You don't get interrupted and wake up with bruises. That's another question I'd want to know. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm not getting interrupted in my sleep right now. I'm not getting interrupted at all in my sleep. Wow. We've got gold, the cup of replenishment. Can you see we've got, look, we've got this twice now. This goblet. Let me read. I want to read the Holy Spirit, expect miracles, because there's something being offered. It says, according to the spiritual text, A Course in Miracles, the Holy Spirit medicates between illusion and truth. What did I say about illusions? It's the essence that allows us to move beyond the illusion of fear or the illusions that our fear has created. It's the holiest light of truth and love that we can ever experience. An aspect of our truest self, the self that never separates from God. When it appears in a reading, prepare for the miraculous. Expect the unexpected, expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that are no longer serving you. Remember that love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. Yeah, look. So this is actually the heart center then, isn't it? On my left knee, 5 bruises and the small one on the bridge of my nose on Tuesday. The bridge of your nose? And you say you had interrupted sleep? There's a, what's that meditation called? This is what I would recommend to you to do. Before you go to bed, is it every night? And this is for everyone, by the way. If you're actually getting that, what I would recommend is you go to Steve Noble's channel and you type in the Pallas Athena transmission. So Pallas Athena on Steve Noble's channel. So that's STEVENOBEL. It's a bit of a hefty meditation. It's a 42-minute meditation. Before you go to bed, watch that meditation. Do that meditation. It will basically prepare you with defense mechanism for energies, for everything. But you have to remember when you wake up to remove it, because it's basically giving you armor. And what I would recommend is you try that before you sleep and see if your sleep improves, because this is my interpretation. There's a heck of a lot of light codes here on the planet that are basically creating shifts and changes in our DNA. So it's like we're ascending, our bodies are ascending, we're letting more light in. And because we're letting more light in, we're able to manifest easier, right? But sometimes it's energies don't really like that, because it means that, you know, we're becoming sovereign in our souls, aren't we? We're becoming free. So my recommendation is you step up the spiritual protection. And that meditation I just told you, I did that earlier, and it's absolutely brilliant. Now, I wish I'd known about that a year ago, 4 years ago, but just ask for the following morning day to release armor, you know, and that would be my, you know, obviously say please and thank you. But how do you release the armor? Because it's not meant to be it's not meant to be on permanently, but just get used to do it once, like I said, before sleep. Wake up, don't forget to remove it, and then try and practice putting it on and off. It will really help you, because and that's for everyone. If anyone is I would recommend everyone who's getting interrupted sleep right now to be doing that, because this is like light codes coming in, because there's a dimensional gateway here. Again, we've got the 1010 portal as well, which is an 11 number, which is, we know what 11 stands for, very twin flame number. We've got I mean, to me, this looks like the Holy Grail, right? You watch, my internet's going to cut out now because I don't want me talking about that. This is what I mean, this is what I'm thinking. This is the Holy Grail. And if you're all thinking that the Holy Grail is as per the depiction in books, then try it out. Anyone who's having interrupted sleep, that's my recommendation, that meditation. And what I would recommend you do is if you're sat there going, yeah, but I can't sit and do a 42-minute meditation, trial it. And if you can't sit through it, then fine. But that's my recommendation. Because this is the thing, if it's Mia, especially you, I would 100% recommend you do that. Yeah. Okay, what's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah. We need to definitely, they're just talking about meditation now on this one, but this is very much about light codes and activations that are going to be taking place. Look out for just subtle shifts, like especially if you've had very strong symptoms in the last couple of months where your body's shifting and changing. There's a bit of a release here. It's like the body, whatever restrictions you've had, health. I mean, obviously we've had all kinds of weird situations around health, but there's definitely an improvement here because these light codes that are coming in are very powerful, which is why people are waking up in the middle of the night, in my opinion. But I mean, that's just what I'm getting. So right, let's have a look. Do we need this card? I don't know if I'm feeling this card. What was that card about, Spirit? Legacy of light. Your ancestors are working with you as well. There's a lot of, I'm telling you, every reading I'm doing at the moment, there's ancestors like queuing up. It's like they've witnessed. This is how I want to describe it. Whatever, if you're incarnated here at the moment, you've all chosen to be here, and so your ancestors that have passed, they didn't choose to be here. Like, no wonder, because of what's going on. And it's like they're all coming through to kind of acknowledge, like this, the test of strength and the test, like you said earlier, the test. There's a lot of acknowledgement from a lot of different people, especially ancestors. I'm getting so many ancestors through. And as you can see with that video with the ghost, it's like they're all acknowledging, like, yeah, what is going on. There is an acknowledgement there of that. And trust that this is all meant to build into something. Look, the mountain again. Look, they're just saying, look, your journey was for a reason. If you're still in that energy as well of why is this not moving again, don't forget, there's a reason behind all this. Very often it's hard to piece it all together until afterwards. But there's a huge shift. This is like, now don't forget with the evolution, usually just when there's fast moving energy, just look out for your external environment to, again, people, not everyone's going to be able to understand and articulate what that feeling is. Some people find it very difficult to do that. So just, if that is the case, just, you know, people's moods are going to be a little bit interesting, is how I want to say it. So just be aware of that. People's moods. I'm hearing mood swings. People aren't understanding what this is about. I think some people expect, because this year's, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, hands up if this was not your worst year. Hands up if this has not been your worst year in your life. That's when you know. That's when you know. But I think because you get some people that don't understand that, they don't understand how it works. And it's like they're waiting for things to change, and it's like you got to be part of the change. You can't just push something and try and push something along and then not have expectations or do anything about it yourself. Right, messages, please. Messages. Oh, That's lovely. Look, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Oh my goodness. Was it your worst year? I mean, yeah, I'm kind of, for me, it wasn't my worst year. Soulmates. We've got soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Okay, so this didn't come out as the twin flame, but there's definitely a soulmate connection here, strong soulmate connection that someone's in. That there's why do I feel like there's a soul, a contract, a renewal, or like it feels like this could be karmic, you know. There's a soul, a lot. Okay, this is really interesting. Whatever this shift is with that kind of the Holy Grail, it's reviewing all of the karmic contracts, because obviously Saturn is karma. It's reviewing everything. It's reviewing, even if you're not in a karmic contract, which I'll be shocked if you're not, because nearly everyone, in my opinion, has some kind of karmic influence around them. Everything is being reviewed at this point when, again, the 29th, Saturn goes direct. And oh my god. Okay, we've had the card that is always shocking when I see it. Look what's just popped up again. That's the second time this card's come up today, and I'm not going to tell you which reading it was in, whether it was Aries or Taurus, but this card has come up before today, and a second time today. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. One energy of one karmic is one commit. Oh, I can't even talk. You can tell shadow period, Mercury in retrograde, is nearly upon us. I can't talk. I'm picking up someone's energy here. They can't articulate. Someone is waiting to close out a connection here that is karmic, to offer something somewhere else. Very positive. And whatever they're trying to do, I feel like they have difficulty communicating it. Wow. The relationship is over. No second chances. Ground transfer. Receiving what you need. Progression arriving. Moving on. Closure issue. So there's something karmic, I feel, that is, again, with this energy closing. But someone is having difficulty closing it out. Okay. Could be, again, what I mentioned with that codependency. Maybe there's a codependency issues. And so that's the only reason that's it, you know, they're stopping it from closing out. But this feels like a karmic contract, because again, I just keep seeing, I'll be really honest with you, everyone's soul contracts are being reviewed right now. Like whatever's, let me dig a little bit. I feel like they're gonna get annoyed with me for doing this, because it's like they've showed it to me and they want me to move on, but I'm like, no, now you've piqued my interest. I want to know exactly what's going on. And my guides are like, Jale, you know better than this. Carry on with the reading. See, look, now they're trying to distract me with cards because they want me to keep focusing. Okay, I'll be sensible. Okay, we're gonna play nicely with the guides and listen to what they're saying and not get distracted. I'm gonna look at it later though, FYI. So that there's something in that information that I don't know, and I want to look. It's like they're trying to cover it from me because they don't want me looking. Oh, now I'm gonna look. Now I'm gonna look. They're like, move on, Jale. Okay. Yeah. Someone is in a codependent. This is karmic. Someone's in a codependent. Again, this is the second codependent energy that came up. That is closing out, and the reason why they're resisting that closing out is because they don't want to be. They have a problem with being alone. Can I please ask, what does renewing of a soul contract mean? So we come here, depending on your viewpoint, we come here as we have soul contract for people. Depending on what we're here to learn, what we need to learn, our soul mission, our life mission. Sometimes during, you know, maybe a karmic connection that we have, if we've satisfied a contract, aka there's everything we've learned we needed to, there's everything they've learned we've needed to, it will be reviewed, as in, is there anything, like, put it this way, like, have they learned everything that they need to from this connection? So there's a review. So let's say, for example, one of those two people in that relationship want to leave. They may have an instinct that they don't know if that's something they need to do or not, because it's like there's a soul contract being reviewed. Now, I would honestly look at the fact that Saturn is going direct and be like, that is a classic time for when Spirit, knowing them, will review all the soul contracts. Like, did this person do this? Were they expected to do that? Because you remember when I was talking in the last couple of lives about stop the clock, and then when things actually do get released, Spirit will be observing everything. This is what I'm talking about. So it's not just karmic, it's everything. It's like, what were you expected to do? What did you know you needed to do during this kind of retrograde season in the last kind of 9 months or so? If you know you've been avoidance, denial, you know, bit of self-sabotage, anything more shadow element side, then they will be reviewing that and seeing whether or not you've learned what you've learned. Because don't forget, we've got a harvest moon on the 1st. So usually a review takes place, because it's like, right, what do they, because you've got to remember, we're talking about universal order here. There's a balance, because Libra is the balancing scales, isn't it? Now, they talked in Egypt about when a person passed over, they could weigh their heart. If the heart weighed the same as a feather, it means they've had practiced forgiveness, and it means that they can go through into heaven, the gates of heaven. So what's going on here is that Spirit are reviewing soul contracts for when around the 29th, for this actual new harvest, you know, this full harvest corn moon, which is the closure of that kind of cycle, because it's also in Aries as well, where any contracts that have been completed, it's like, this is time to release. The karma have been released. You've been something in issue. This could be, put this way, there is going to be a lot of movement based on what soul contracts have been satisfied. Me's like, yeah, you've answered the question 3 hours ago, love. Like, okay, hoovering. Why do I always read this card as hoovering? I'm sure that's supposed to say hovering. Talking. We've got an insect that's made its way into the room, by the way. So if you can hear some weird noises, it's this insect, and I don't know why. It just keeps coming in though. Someone is going to, there's contact coming. If you guys are waiting for contact from someone because there's been a separation, for example, if you have chased someone, right, and nothing was moving and not prepare for them to start chasing you. That's all I'm going to say, because there's some big old shifts here. What are we going to? Let's go to the Sacred Destiny deck. Okay, let's pull a few more last messages, please, Spirit. Last messages, please. Final messages. What is the final message, please, for today? Final messages. Wow. Okay, this is really good. Happiness with the dolphins. So the dolphins represent telepathic connections. It also represents very, I mean, look, this is very strong Atlantis energy, in my opinion. You're talking very strong kind of twin flame vibe going on here. Bottom of the deck. Wow. Wow. Freedom. What did I say about sovereignty? Look at that energy. There's, again, winged messengers, angels. We've got messages coming in here. We've got a very strong energy of this release. Again, soul contracts being released, renewed, you know, look, freedom again's come out. And again, we've got success. So guys, whatever you've been putting your hard work into over the last year, if you have seen unfairness, if you've had real strong unbalance, or, you know, you've been trying to climb a mountain alone and you felt like it was never ending, you're about to reap your rewards here, guys. So this was your reading for today. Take a look out for Aries reading that's going to be uploaded in the next few hours. Then we've got Taurus as usual. Okay, catch me tomorrow. Psychic Saturdays on Twitch. Link is in the description box. It will be starting 11 p.m. British Standard Time, and that's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. Keep me updated. Any good news that comes through, because again, it could be any time between now and the 1st that this energy is kind of looking into. So based on what I saw today. So have a wonderful weekend. Until next time. Bye, guys.